we, I'm just floored, overwhelmed. And the thing about it is, it's not even my stuff, which has kind of always been the case for me. I've made excuses in the past about me being reluctant to avoid it, and I have always felt a certain amount of guilt, or felt like it was selfish of me not to reach back out and pull in my family. When I say family, this time I'm speaking of immediate family, starting with my siblings and my mother, and some of the rippling effects of spiritual immaturity, lack of wisdom and knowledge. I speak a lot on generational curses and cycles, and one of the things that I advocate against is not speaking up to break the cycle and doing what you can to break the cycle. Some things took place on last night that I can't even speak up on. I cannot fathom what happened, but all I can say is I foresaw this day coming. Let me put this seatbelt on, y'all. I saw this day coming, so I'm not the least bit surprised. But when I say some things and speak up on some things, it's almost as if I'm just being pessimistic, and I'm only stating the obvious. I mean, when you see some things and you experience some stuff and then you come out of those things, I like to say that that's why you're anointed at. Once you've been released and freed from that area, you are authorized to speak up on those subjects and those topics. But some things you have to just get to the point. And I have always wondered, you would hear stories about, oh, well, how is it that he did this and he did that, and his family, over there, and they not doing this, and he over here living a life, and this, that, and that. Because of the thing about it is, and Harriet Tubman said it best, I would have freed more slaves had they known that they were slaves. See, the thing about it is, it's a lot of things that just because you become fully aware and come to the light of, don't mean that everybody's ready to be drove out of darkness. Some people are content and complacent in their place of darkness. And I had to, that light switch came on for me last night. In the wee hours of this morning, because here I am leaving my husband in my peace, safe haven, going to go deal with some things that I had already saw was going to be an issue. And then to come to find out that some of these things has transpired more than once and has been a recurring situation. And like I said, I'm not at liberty to speak or go into much details about it, but just know that I was on it and I spoke my piece, and it's in the news all day, every day. It is cycling around domestic violence, and that thing is real. And the thing about it is the innocent person life that normally be taken. It's the innocent person that end up going over there. Now, I can honestly say, when I went to go tackle the issue, I went in full-fledged rage. The spirit was not obvious present, nowhere to be seen, because it was the audacity to continue to cause conflict in the midst of my mother's residence. But the maze of the trauma, the turmoil, the dysfunction, the unorthodox thinking is so parallel to what has always been my issue. So here it is. How can you go over here and shut something down and it's going to be right back tomorrow to what it was going to be, because that's what they're conducive to. So I'm at this place and I've made a solemn decision that I got to give it to God. I got to give it to God, because I'm not baby Jesus. So you got to know your boundaries, and you got to know when to cut it off. Some things you just got to lift up to God, pray on it, and keep it moving, because there's only so much you can do in your human body. I said a lot today. This is a very deep topic for me. And the thing about it is, I encounter enough warfare on my own devices just because the enemy know that I recognize what he working in and what he working with. I know my opponent. I just wish I could get everybody else to see theirs. Amen. God bless you guys. I hope I said something to encourage you, uplift you, motivate you, and inspire you to do better. Recognize those things that are keeping you held bound and held back. Stay tuned. Be blessed. I'm coming in expectancy of peace. 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 That's the word for today. Peace. If you interrupt your peace, disregard it.